What's up, YouTube? What's going on? So I got to ask the interesting question: did Troy Polamalu belong in the same sentence with Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott amongst safeties? I would say he did. I would say he did. He covered so much ground. His hair alone was like an inferno. He did a Head and Shoulders commercial with Patrick Mahomes. I cracked up, but then yeah, the hair was very noticeable about him. But his game, I never saw a guy that run up and down on safety blitzes on the front of the line like him that could cause as much chaos and decision as he could, and he could cover so much and always came up with big plays, very timely manners, very physical. And I said this before in a previous episode. He would have fit in real good with the steel curtain. He had incredible instincts, incredible timing, and mobility. And when I think about Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott, they hit you hard. They commanded respect. They were dominant, and they were smart and intelligent. So yeah, he belongs in the same conversation with those guys because he wasn't just like an eruption and a guy that was just moving around because it was fashionable. He could also time himself really well. For all that movement he did on the ships, you never caught him jumping all sides and nothing like that. Even when he was going against Peyton Manning, who was known for cadences and Omaha and everything he would do to get you to flinch, you had to have great discipline. People don't understand that when you're playing defense and football and everything that you do, you have to have ability along with your God-given talent, but you also have to understand timing. You have to understand acumen and be accurate and all that. So he was an incredible. There's a lot of theatrics with him, but he was great at what he did. I mean, to me, he was like the last of that James Harrison aside. They had a couple other people too, but Troy was something else. I mean, he was an incredible talent. And so yeah, he belongs in the safety argument conversation with Reed and Lott. Now they might rank higher because of the depths and the magnitudes and what they accomplished. And obviously Ronnie Lott was he was the equivalent to what Joe Montana and Jerry Rice was on defense for those 49er teams. So he's in his own wheelhouse. And Ed Reed with Ray Lewis, dynamic. But Troy Polamalu belongs in that conversation. Though. I mean, he was a speedster, athletic. His energy is something that I can't even put that makes him one of one. I never saw someone who was just so jacked up and instincts, but also was in tune to the mechanics of what was happening. So he really gave you a 3-for-1. So yeah, he belongs in that conversation. I think that definitely he belongs when you had that kind of conversation with those guys. He definitely belongs in that conversation, and he rightfully so. It's because it's like you're watching him and you're thinking like this guy is, definitely somebody that to be reckoned with, and it's kind of like, yeah, you don't want to mess up with, you know, with what's going on with this. So, um, it's something that undoubtedly, um, I would even question, to me, um, I just look at it and I think like, wow, yeah, he really um, puts that all in perspective. But anyway, let me know what you think. You think Troy Polamalu belongs in the same conversation with Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott, the safeties? Yes or no? Simple question. I got to ask that, and I'm answering. I appreciate the what was sent to me. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. Peace.